there must be some arguments in favor of import versus domestic production.
Yeah.
It can't all be a negative.
Well, I think probably the biggest advantage for consumers would have been the pricing issue. Cement came in at a lower cost. That has changed though, because we speak to contractors on a daily basis, and a lot of the imported products are sold through retailers. That price differential isn't that large anymore to really justify to say that imports is a strong competition. Local competition is just as strong. We have local players, we have new competition. Sepaku, Mamba, Semba joined the party, and there's talk of another player coming in the northwest, Shozoloza Cement.
Why on earth would they do that?
It's it's part of the investment pledge that there probably could be another player coming into the market. So we have sufficient competition. The price differential from our research is not that big, which means the profits by importers are still substantially larger. The fee on board price is still below 50 Rand a bag coming in. So it's, to try and look at the pros and cons, I guess in certain areas, like the coastal areas, where you do have dominant players, like NPC and PPC in the coastal areas, maybe that is a benefit. But as I said, within the retailers, you're not really getting that price benefit that you did back when it was cement coming in from China and cement coming in from Pakistan. So at that level, but if you look at the profitability of the cement industry, on average, that's below 5%. So profits are under pressure. The electricity, water issues over the last 3 years, electricity up on average 77%, water 50%, and if you think of overall construction materials were up 34%, but cement was only up 20%.
Do you think the industry has done enough?
I think the cement industry has done enough. And you have to go back to history. You have to look at where did the import market start. It started in the build-up to the World Cup, where by 2008, we were at almost 100% cement capacity. Within 5 years, which is very quickly, the cement industry added 9 million tons of capacity. That's only in 5 years' time. But in that time, the cement import, obviously, market started because there was a capacity issue.
Yeah.
That pipeline wasn't sustained. So the cement industry, and yes, prices did increase strongly between that period, on average 13%, as did all the manufacturing sectors, because the pipeline was growing so rapidly in that short period of time. We're talking about 9 years, growing by 160% after 20 years decline. So it was rapid. It caught everybody with their pants around their knees. So they put money. There was a price issue, but those price increases, the profits from that was plowed back into production capacity. So the industry did their part. We're now sitting with 64% more production, and now we're sitting at 50% production capacity utilization, and yet we've imported over 11 million tons in the last 6 or 7 years. So, and if you take the loss to the cement industry, that's probably 1.3 billion Rand, 8.5 billion over the last 6 years, loss in revenue to the local industry that have done their part. Price increases since 2010 has been on average 3%. So, in my opinion, I think the cement industry has certainly played their role, and the benefit to the consumer in terms of price is not that big anymore.